Alright, it's Friday, September 16th, and this video is going to be for Wednesday the 14th and Thursday the 15th. I'm going to count those 2 days together. And I haven't made videos past couple days, well, because I haven't felt like it, so I haven't. But I am now. And Wednesday, CMA was pretty good. Lab, I think I actually kind of paid attention that day. Can't remember what we did, but that's not the important part, I suppose. But lecture was fine. I can't remember if I had my computer charged that day, so I was actually able to work in Alex that morning. And I got some pie charts done and went in the lab. Actually, Wednesday, yeah, we got out crazy early on Wednesday from lecture because Miss Bridget wasn't feeling too good. So I had like 2 hours at home and came back, grabbed some food, took a nap, and woke up and head off to lab. Lab, of course, we had a test on Wednesday, and we had from 1:15 to 3 o'clock to work in Alex, and I finished I had the first 6 done, and now I am 1 problem away from having my first 7 done, and I haven't worked on it since Wednesday. Yeah, so I'm almost done with my first 7 pie slices, which is pretty cool. I checked out the very last pie slice, which is probability and statistics. Yeah, it's going to be a pain. I should have gone to the open lab today on Friday, but I didn't. I didn't wake up in time. But yeah, I don't know. I'm almost done with that freaking pie chart thing. And there's only 1 week of month 3 left, which is pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, so the test was on the second, third, if that makes sense. It was on sections 4, 5, and 6 of the pie chart. And I pretty much dominated once again. I did even better this time. I ended up getting a 100 on the test, which is pretty cool. And I was freaking out about it too. I mean, I freak out about every test at this school because there's so little time between each test. It's kind of crazy. But this time we had our calculators. We were allowed to use those. That was the only rule change, is that we were allowed to use the calculators that they gave us. So that made things much, much easier. So that was, I guess, what helped me out there was the calculator thing. And the fact that I don't know, I guess it was easy, maybe. I mean, I didn't really go back and... I've learned to not go back and check my answers and just make sure I do it right the first time. I mean, I don't like going back and then second-guessing myself and whatever. So yeah, I ended up getting 100 on the test, so that's pretty cool. And then after that, I came home and I've made it a point this week to try and finish in the logic book, and I'm about halfway done. So I don't think I'm going to finish it by this weekend, obviously, but definitely I'll have it done soon. So that's pretty cool. And I'm trying to make it through this so I can at least get exposed to everything, and I'm sure at some point there's probably a class that teaches us how to use logic, and I've got, what, I don't even know, 17, 18 more months still. So I've got plenty of time to check this book back out if I need to. I kind of gave up on this book here. I kind of gave up on this because it's just stuff that's just way over my head right now. I mean, some of the stuff I kind of understood, but next month when I take physics, I'm sure a lot of this stuff will make a lot more sense. Because I mean, it has a lot of numbers in it and like these crazy graph-looking things and number charts, whatever. So yeah, I'm waiting. As soon as I finish the logic book, I'm gonna take these both back. I might actually dump this one off because the library has a drop-off box at the outside. So I might drop it off in there. And I've got a list of books actually. I went into the library the other day on Wednesday after I got done with the lab. I went to the library and I didn't check any books out. I was checking some books out, but I didn't actually check them out, if that makes sense. Anyway, I was getting a list together of what books I'm going to check out next. And really, I'm going to start digging really hard into the music theory and composition elements of everything. So I'm going to be checking out A Player's Guide to Chords and Harmony, The Songwriter's Workshop on Harmony, Jazz Composition Theory and Practice, Songwriter's Guide to Collaboration, which I think is a really good one. I think that's going to be a really good one because, I mean, a lot of people around here are like, man, you want to make some music together, you want to do a collaboration or whatever. So I'm going to get the book on that and really do some reading and see how to do it right. You know what I mean? And then finally, the last book that I'm gonna check out, as far as this list is concerned, is Melody and Songwriting. So, a lot of theory books. I'm excited to get started on that stuff again. I should have paid more attention in high school when I took those classes, but you know, what's done is done. So I can only make up for it, or try to make up for it, which I think I will. I'm wanting to really start writing my own stuff and coming up with awesome things. Which I'm expanding my musical. With not vocabulary, but like just knowledge in general. And I'm listening to a whole bunch of different other bands, which is kind of what I've been doing the past couple days. It's just listening to lots of different music and trying to really see what's out there. So that's what's, I guess, kind of going on with all that. I didn't mean to go off on that tangent, but that's what's going on as far as me. And I'm trying to. I've got like lots of goals. Me and I have been talking, and we've got lots of awesome plans coming up in the next couple months. I really want to get a bass guitar. I'd love to pick up bass. I wish I could have an electronic drum set in the house here. And then I need to learn how to basics on guitar. I'm trying to get basic vocals so I can track my own stuff. And then there's like the whole deal with lyrics. I'm terrible at writing lyrics. I don't think I have anything to say through music, but that's what I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to see. Maybe I can come up with something good that's at least somewhat meaningful, or at least seems meaningful. But really, I just want to be able to write my own music. Because a lot of the times I can't find anything that I want to listen to, and I'd much rather just be able to write my own stuff, because I know I'll want to listen to it. The fact is, yeah, I'm trying to start on the singing thing. That's tough. It's hard to hear your own self. I mean, yeah, you can't help but be self-conscious for, you know, at least a little bit about it. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure out how to start, basically. But anyway, that's, I guess, my news for what's going on with my musical whatever. And I'm still practicing quads and everything. But, yeah, as far as, let's go back to the classes. CMA is going pretty good. The group project, basically, we haven't even started yet, kind of, so that's due Monday, but we're getting together tomorrow. I think we have a small idea. Luckily, it's only supposed to be 2 to 4 minutes, so we're going to film it. I don't know who's going to edit it. I really don't feel like editing it, so hopefully someone else will want to do that. I did that last month with Artie for behavioral science. But anyway, yeah, hopefully that'll get knocked out, and then on Sunday I'm meeting with my CSI group. Well, one of the members anyway. We're going to get together and discuss the podcast, the group podcast and whatnot, so that should be good. And CSI is going pretty well. I actually did the Wimba session last night. Like, I actually logged in while it was happening. And the podcast that I did, actually, I got a shout-out for it from Mr. Newton, because it's pretty cool, because the way Wimba works is he can talk and you can see him, and you can type into the little chat thing, and he can see everything that everyone's saying, and you know, he can respond and everything. And he said that for the group podcast, there definitely needs to be narration to it. And so I was like, you know, narration, no problem. Typed it in, and he was like, oh, Andrew. He's like, yeah, that's right. You're the one that did the voiceover, weren't you? And I was like, yes, sir, you know. And he's like, yeah, I remember yours. He's like, yours the one that stood out the most. So, you know, I did end up meeting my goal. I wanted my podcast, the first instructional podcast, to stand out, and it did. So I'm proud of myself. And I have an idea of what I'm going to do for this coming week's podcast, the second instructional podcast. I know what I want to do, and I kind of know how to do it, but it's the editing part. I think I need to use Final Cut Pro for it, but I have no idea how to even work Final Cut at all. I'm pretty good with iMovie at this point, but as far as Final Cut, I mean, I'm below a noob with that stuff. So I'm looking at videos on how to do that, or trying to find a video that'll explain exactly what I want to do. So maybe, hopefully I can find something. But the fact is, I'm going to try to outdo myself again. Well, not again, but I'm going to try to outdo what I did last week. And if I can figure it out, I'll obviously definitely post it on here. So CSI, pretty good. I'm not sure what my grade is right now, because it's a cumulative grade, I think is how you say it. Let's log on to FSO real quick. And I'm almost done with it. There's only a week left for month 3. I think I said that. And that means that there's only one more lecture for college math, and there's one more test for college math. So there's, on Monday I have lecture and then lab, and on Wednesday I just have lab. So that's what's up, and that I have the test on Wednesday. For computer science and internet, I've got the page loading right now. I've got a couple assignments coming up pretty soon. And then I've actually got, wow, not too many things left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more assignments left to do. Right now I have, let's see, on Monday we have the instructional podcast number 2, so I've got the weekend to work on that, as well as milestone number 2. Now that's the group project thing, and we're getting together on Sunday for that. And then due Monday, September 26th is the knowledge check number 2, which is the textbook reading and stuff like that, which the Control F function, the find feature is, or the Command F, I don't know why I say Control. The Command F feature on the Macs is probably your best friend going through the textbooks and finding the answers. So at any rate, that's what's going on with the classes. I'm pretty excited to get this month over with, only to start next month, which I'm kind of, next month is going to be a bittersweet month, because on the downside, I have to take physics, the intro to physics or whatever, and that I'm not looking forward to. But that's also why I'm kind of getting on myself this month in college math, and so the numbers in physics will make sense, or more sense than than they would if I were to just goof around. So I'm really kicking my butt in college math to hopefully have somewhat of a chance in physics, and I'm just my drum teacher from back in Virginia Beach, Mike Jones, the man is smart. He not only, well, he's taught me more than just drumming, but fact is, he's helped me out with math throughout high school and even now, because he's a mechanical engineer to start with. He has a degree in that's his job title or whatever. And then he is like a physics wizard. I mean, the man knows his physics. So at least if I really need help in physics, not only do I have access to free tutoring here at campus, but I've got, someone that I definitely know and trust, and who I know knows his stuff back at the beach that I can call for help, which I'm very thankful for. So, Mike Jones, if you ever see this video, thanks. I really appreciate it. I'm forever in your debt. So yeah, that's the downside, is physics. The upside is that I have music theory, which in part is going to be really easy to begin with, because it's going to be like reading the staff and the basic major scales and rhythm, basic rhythm, which I'm a rhythmic wizard. I can read rhythms perfectly fine. But it's going to be once we get into the good stuff of like chords and harmony and all that jank, which is what I'm trying to study anyway, because I really want to get good at it, so I can have a larger musical vocabulary. It'll get a little bit more tough, and I'll definitely have to pay attention and study. There's a bunch of rules in music theory that I think are a bunch of bullcrap, but it's part of it. I'm going to accept it this time and really dig deep and study into it, because it's something I really want to get good at. And I feel like, to challenge myself, I'd like to try to become a music theory tutor here at Full Sail. So I, definitely want to get on myself about learning this stuff and knowing it, because becoming a tutor for that class is going to help me in the long run, because it's going to keep me thinking about it, and it's going to probably, I would assume, it's going to make me think of different ways of explaining everything, and it's really going to make me understand it, more so than just taking the class and then taking it from there. So if I can start to do that stuff all the time, it's going to be awesome. So next month, bittersweet, should be good. And then the month after, which next month is October, it's my birthday. I have my birthday on the 19th of October to look forward to. And that's also the day that Mina Kay leaves for South Carolina, so that's nice. Otherwise, I guess not too much else is going on. If I can get that podcast done and figured out how I want, I will obviously post it. Like I said, I already said that. And then I'll be back with Monday with another video. I've been really slack on the videos this month, but I'm gonna get better at it next month. Because I will have double campus classes. I'm not gonna have this half campus, half online bullcrap, which it's fine. You know, it's cool. It actually is, you know, it's a lot more free time, but I'm kind of ready for all the campus classes to start. Because I like being on campus. It's really nice. And it is a little weird just to go over there with no point in going, except for the library. It's about the only reason I'll go over there if I don't have class, which tomorrow I'm going over there to the library, so it's all going to be good. Anyway, again, this video is for the past couple days, but I'm only going to count it as one day. This month is going to have not very many days, I can tell you right now. And all is going well. I'm pretty happy with the way things are going, not only in school, but just in general. You know, I worked out last night at like 1:30 in the morning. And I'm pretty sore today. My ab muscles are like killing me today because I did lots of sit-ups last night. Oh, and I ran 3 miles. I brought my Roland Street Cube and hooked up some music to Mars Volta. I listened to pretty much the entire album. Well, I listened to half the album of the Bedlam and Goliath. I listened to the first 5 tracks, and that got me about 3 miles. So, and that's running at 6 miles an hour. It's pretty slow. Usually I'm around 8 or 9 miles an hour, but I was just taking it easy last night, trying to get back into it because I've been sitting around at the house way too much lately, and I need to start moving again, get in shape. So I wish I could get back into boxing, but I just don't have the time or money to do that right now. At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day or night, evening or morning, whenever you're watching. If you have any questions about the school, let me know. Post a comment, PM, whatever, and it'll be good to go, and I'll get back to you. So at any rate, I will see you soon.